Hi, my name is Ashley Everett, and this is how I became a well-known entertainer. I started dancing for the first time ever with ballet at age 2. And I just fell in love right away. I just thought it was some of the most magical and beautiful movement ever. From age 2 until 16, I was in Northern California training. I was in a ballet company. I was in a hip hop company. So I was always busy. During the week, I was going to school and then dancing. Rehearsals on the weekends, competitions on other spring, and then in the fall, I'm doing nutcrackers, and I was a busy girl. And I realized once I became one of the best dancers in my studio, and I started winning gold medals at competitions. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm good at this. Maybe this is a thing. I started getting full ride scholarships to summer intensives. I started realizing that this could really be a profession of mine. And then I moved to New York when I was 16, and that's when I went to Alvin Ailey. I was about to go to college. I was about to go to Juilliard. I got enrolled to go to Juilliard. That was one of my dreams. And if you've ever seen the movie Save the Last Dance, I thought that was gonna be my reality. I'm a technical dancer at heart. So ballet, modern, contemporary, that's my bread and butter and my heart and soul. So I was training at Alvin Ailey, and I used to idolize some of those company members. And Linda Sims specifically, I thought she was one of the most beautiful dancers ever. And so that was a moment where I wanted to really become a professional modern dancer at that time. But then things took a turn real quick when I auditioned for Beyonce. I was 17, dancing at Alvin Ailey. I was in a leotard and tights. And Beyonce was rehearsing at Alvin Ailey. It used to be a thing. She would come rehearse and be in this really private studio, and security would be out there, and we'd be oh wow, some celebrities here. And her choreographer, Frank Gatson, stopped me just in the hall as I was passing by, going from modern class to ballet class or whatever I was doing. And he just stopped me based on my look. And was hey, you're very beautiful. Do you dance, I'm assuming. He asked if I did any other styles. I was absolutely, I do it all. And so he invited me in the studio, and Beyonce was in there rehearsing with all of her dancers, and he introduced me to her, and he took my information and was I'll call you. And then he never called me. So then, fast forward to maybe 3 months later, I'm at rehearsal or class again at the studio, and all the dancers are are you guys going? Beyonce's having an open call audition. It's down the street. It was walking distance from Alvin Ailey. And I'm an open call, you guys, what? Everyone and their mom is gonna be there. Beyonce too? Are you kidding me? We don't stand a chance, what? And I stand in this line. I cut line with some of my friends who were auditioning too, and I still stood in line for 3 hours. During the audition, Frank Gatson, who stopped me in the hall, remembered me from that day, and he kept me all the way to the end. And yeah, the rest is basically history. They called and asked if I would fly to LA to do a music video, and that turned into 3 music videos, and then it turned into a tour. And yeah, I was just this green 17-year-old girl from New York at the time, and was I'm just here to try and do the job and get my foot in. That was back in 2007. I went to LA, shot all these music videos, then I graduated from high school in the mix of there, and then went on tour, and that was my first tour ever. After that tour, in between, we actually shot the Single Ladies video. The Single Ladies video was pretty epic, pretty major. It's kind of one of my most major accomplishments, honestly, and that will last forever, and I can show my grandkids, and they can show their grandkids, and all of that. 2009, another tour, and we're looking for dancers, and she's hiring all new dancers, and I'm the only one who's returning. And so that's where I technically got my bump up to the dance captain, because I was the only one who knew some of the Crazy in Love choreography and the Baby Boy and the older choreography, Single Ladies even, I helped teach. I just became a part of the creative team when it came to helping with dancers. I became a dance captain for Beyonce at 19 years old, yes. I think what set me apart from everyone else is my training and my background, because I am very diverse and well-rounded when it comes to many styles. That you have to have like an it factor. And I think I just have an it factor. I don't know. I want it too, you know? So I always wanted it and I worked hard for it. I wasn't afraid to work hard for it. You have to just work smart, but you don't have to be the smartest or the prettiest or the skinniest or the most voluptuous or any of that. You just have to work smart and hard and want it and be passionate. When I started this prosperous career, I was a girl. I was 17. You know, I grew up basically in this industry and like in front of cameras and on stages in front of the world. Wow, that's weird. I don't think I've ever said that out loud, actually. It's been a journey. Woo! Hold on, guys. I worked hard for it, you know? Woo! Yeah, I'm a woman now. I've learned so much. I would say to my younger self, just stay true to yourself and you know, don't take it all so personal, because so much of it is not, but it feels like it. But the talent will always get you through, and the passion if you got it, you know? And one thing about school that I'm like, why do they do this to us? They ask us what we want to be in life, like it's supposed to be one thing. And I don't think we should limit ourselves to just being one thing. In order to achieve greatness, you do have to focus on one thing at a time, but have many goals, have many dreams, be many things. Don't just put yourself in a box, because life is limitless and you're gonna reach those goals faster than you think. And you're gonna have to set some new ones. So today, 2022, we've been doing a lot more personal work. Ashley Everett development, which is really nice. I've been doing brand partnerships a lot this year. I've done a lot of commercials too. I just had a Pepsi commercial come out. I have a collab with Smirnoff, so there's a commercial with Ty Dolla $ign floating around out right now. I shot another one with Nissan that's coming out in the next couple months. I think the future for me looks something like, I'm at that point where I want to do things I've never done before. I want to dive into worlds that I haven't explored and learn new things about, like entrepreneurship and business, just new worlds. Working a little less physically so hard. All right, guys, you got the tea on Between Us Curls. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Curly Culture. Giving you guys some good content here. Yeah, just kidding.
Hey you guys, what's up? I'm Ava Pearl, founder of Curly Culture, a community for people with all types of curly hair, from a 2A to a 4C. Let us know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and we'll see you guys on our next episode. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.